I said the king's in the building. Tell me how you feeling. Yeah, I said the king's in the building.
Yo, what's good everybody on YouTube? It's your boy King Thangs back again, new Big Motherfucking Thangs. Coming back at y'all with another vid, man. As y'all can see by the title and thumbnail, I have a few things I want to talk about regarding pure playmakers or any build that uses the all yellow pie chart in NBA 2K21. But before I do that, I want to personally thank you guys for clicking on this video, because I don't expect to get a lot of views on this at all, because I'm going to be voicing my opinion on something regarding maybe like 5% of the community pure playmakers. I know your pain. It's a struggle out here, more than it's ever been. If y'all can relate to me on this topic, drop a like and sub up if you just found this channel, man. I'd say like 80 to 85% of the community is either a shot creating playmaker or a 6'8" or 6'9" inside power forward. It's the meta this year. All they do on the twos court is set screens for each other and shoot fades. It's really boring. But I'm not here to complain about that. I've done my fair share of complaining on Twitter and I'm pretty much over it. I've come to accept it. It is what it is. Now, if you haven't followed my Twitter, please do so. I post updates every single day. Link is in the description. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my tips on how to become a better player on this build if you're stupid enough to make it. But let's just start off by saying that if you're a casual, do not make a primary playmaker. You're gonna struggle and lose a lot of games. Trust me, I was there in the beginning and I definitely lost some games. If you don't really know the mechanics and know how to dribble that well, just make a playmaking shot creator and make yourself make your life a little bit easier, man. It's a pick up and play type of build, and anyone can become good at using it, even the most casual person. It's the most dominant. It can make whites consistently. You're extremely fast. You can finish well at the rim without even having finishing badges. And the paint defense, I will say this, it's perfect this year. Play shots can get stops on centers and get pretty good contests in the paint this year, which is a great thing. We've all wanted it ever since, you know, the beginning of 2K20. I waited a couple weeks to drop a video on this topic because I wanted to see it through, and I wanted to see the potential my 6'7" pure playmaker has when I maxed its badges. And I finally maxed the badges, including the shooting. And I still have games where all I'll shoot are whites and get no greens, or I can't hit a single damn shot. But then sometimes I'll have a game where I shoot nothing but greens if the latency is on point. It's crazy. Like, what I mean to say is that the shooting is so inconsistent on this build. Your shot timing must be impeccable all of the time to be a good shooter using this pie chart. You can't really rely on whites a lot of the time, especially shooting threes. Now with playmaker shot creators, the game makes it so damn easy for you. I swear to God, if you have a high enough three-pointer like an 85 or above, you will hit whites consistently as long as you have a good jump shot. Play shots, they basically don't have to worry about latency at all. Latency, let me just tell you this, it's a huge thing and always has been in any 2K. But for play shots, latency is basically irrelevant when you can make whites. Latency in my career or your my court is completely different than in Park. Park, Pro-Am, Stage, and Rec all have different latencies, and it's definitely noticeable if you've been in that spot before. Rec being the hardest to deal with. If I start spiking during my release on my pure play, I am 95% guaranteed to miss the shot. There's just no way around it. Like, the green window is so small, so the game is less forgiving. This is why I advise new people on the game to not make pure playmakers for this very reason. But for the people who have been in the ISO community trying to thug it out, I salute you and give you my props, y'all. Now, I just want to say that I hate following trends. I'm a leader in the game and in my personal life away from YouTube. I don't want to be forced to adapt and be a part of the meta, the shot creating playmaker in the inside. But you're probably saying to yourself, if you've been following the channel, King, you made it inside center, you're a part of the meta. Not necessarily. I'm just using it for rep. It's the best build to get rep. I'm not just going to be playing primarily on my center. I want to have fun in the game. I like ISOing. Like I said before, I'm not a follower. I don't want to be a part of a community where there's no uniqueness or individuality. I'm going to make multiple builds. I'm going to make an ISO build. I'm going to make a spot up, an inside center. You know, that's what I plan to do, because I can't just make one build and be satisfied. That's just too boring to me. I'm not completely writing off playmakers, okay? They're good at a lot of things. The speed, the dribbling, the use of combos can definitely help you beat anyone to the basket. I don't care if you're a lock, a post, a play shot, you are not stopping my Hall of Fame rim run activities. The defense is pretty good on it, and it can finish better than pure shot creators or playmaking shot creators. If y'all are running the twos, I highly suggest you run with a stretch or a sharp block that do not miss and have IQ on defense. There's nothing more frustrating than running with a spot up that just can't shoot. A lineup consisting of a sharp and a playmaker is a deadly combination if you know what you're doing. If you're running the threes with a perimeter lock that can shoot and have a stretch or a 3-level score, that's a perfect lineup for threes. The idea is to ISO at the top of the key and have your teammates sit hash and corner to give you options to pass out to. When you're running twos, if you're getting clamped by your defender, just make sure you utilize your signature size up to boost your energy while maintaining mobility. What I mean is, if you're out of energy, you can still dribble while boosting your energy. And instead of standing still trying to regain your energy, you can actually move with the ball while gaining it back. Now, I don't know if 2K19 or any of the prior 2Ks had this, but in this 2K, NBA 2K21, you can regain your energy while holding up on the right stick to perform your size up. You can even do a walking backwards size up to create space and then explode out of it with a speed boost. If you guys want to know the best signature size up to use, refer to my SIGs video located up at the top of the screen in the card or down below in the description to give you the best dribble moves and size ups. Now, also, if you are getting clamped, make sure you are running with a smart spot up who won't just stand at hash or corner the entire possession. Play with somebody who has IQ and knows how to move without the ball and get open for you. Another tip for you playmakers out there is to spend a lot of time in the MyPark practicing your combos without using turbo. It's so important this year to make sure to conserve your energy, because the lower energy you have, the least likely you'll be able to make a shot. You can momentum spam this year without using turbo. It's so important this year to make sure to conserve your energy, especially if you're a pure playmaker, because the lower energy you have, the least likely you'll be able to make a shot. You can momentum spam and do the behind the back Curry slide this year without holding turbo this year, which is a beautiful thing. Now, I have yet to play with any Gatorade boosts this year, and I cannot wait to see if I'll be able to shoot better with it. So my tip is for you guys to buy the Gatorade boost or even do your training facility. See how it works out for y'all. Another tip is to experiment with shooting badges. I still, to this day, have not found the perfect badge setup for shooting, and I'm going to experiment with something that I have never used before, and that is flexible release. I'm going to see if this badge can be useful for pure playmakers who deal with a lot of latency, considering the green window is so small for us. Make sure notifications are on, y'all, because I will be dropping a video on this badge in the near future, okay? Another tip, do not run with inside centers. What is the point? I have the ability and skill to get myself open and cook up, so I don't need your screens. What is an inside supposed to do for you on offense if you were ISOing? Sit at the block and hope that I throw you a lob? You can't spot up. What if I want to run? What if I want to rim run? You'll just be in the way. My suggestion for all of you guys is to use Hall of Fame stop and go this year, especially. This is a must. This badge is probably one of the most important, if not the most important badge to use behind quick first step and handles for days. This badge on Hall of Fame is crazy. The ability you have to stop on a dime and shoot, or just explode out of the rhythm dribble, is like no other, man. Until ankle breaker is buffed, throw this on. Trust me, guys, it will help you out so much. Alright, man, those are my tips for all you playmakers out there. I hope you found some of the things I talked about useful. And if you were considering making this build, if you haven't already, see if any of the things I talked about will help you, y'all. I personally don't recommend making it if you're a casual, like I said before. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, man. I appreciate all those that watched the video the entire way through. And I hope you all have a good one. Stay safe. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.
I said the king's in the building. Tell me how you feeling. Yeah, I said the king's in the building. Tell me how you feeling. Yeah, now I'm about to show them how to make it in America. She's the ugly Betty, all America forever. Her, am I speaking clear enough?